So summer is here. It is time for the colors to come in, the vibrancy. I am going to be trying some bright colors today. I'm also going to be popping my lips in red because I haven't done red lipstick in a while. Also today we're going to be talking procrastination. I have some real juicy details for you guys. I can't wait to share it with you. And we're also going to be trying this blending brush, which is from one of the new sets of brushes that we just got on in the store, brushingly.com. So this brush is a tiny, not tiny, but it's a small blending brush. Like, it's not a full fluffy blending brush. I want to try it out, see how it works. I'm also going to be sharing some real juicy details about procrastination with you guys in a minute. So do you ever find yourself not doing things that you know you should be doing? Like the simplest things: clean the kitchen, wash the dishes, clean your room, get the laundry out, you know, like the very simple things. Or even if it's work, do you find yourself procrastinating a lot and not being able to focus? Well, I have gist for you, and this gist, if you stay down or if you stay with me and listen to the gist, I might actually help you through your procrastination habit. Now, a few days back, about a week now, I was a mess. My room was a mess. I was pushing it back. Like, I kept on saying, oh, I will do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes, something comes up and I'm not able to do it. Okay guys, I've just applied some concealer on my lids as a base, and just as that is setting, I'm going to grab my eyeshadow brush right here, and I'm just going to grab some of this yellow eyeshadow from what's this? What are you? BH Party Girl. I've had this palette for a while now. So we're just going to grab the yellow in this palette and going to deposit that on my eyes. This is not the brush for this. I'm just stamping that yellow all over my lids right there. Now, about procrastination. We all procrastinate. You know, everybody has moments when they don't want to do important things that they know they should do, and they keep pushing it off. Or when they try to do it, they get distracted and they're not able to give 100% focus. Here's what I've been doing that's been helping me. 44 minutes. Everything that you have been procrastinating on, at most, can be done in 44 minutes, regardless of what it is. Like, I don't care if you're trying to build a house or if you're trying to do your laundry. Everything that you need to do can be done in only 44 minutes at a time. Now, this is very simple. The idea is for you to grab a clock or a stopwatch or a timer and just set the time for 44 minutes and tell yourself, I'm going to focus for this 44 minutes and I'm going to do this one thing. And trust me, 44 minutes is not a long time at all, but it is long enough to get things done. So I started experimenting with this almost 2 weeks back now, and it's just been like eye-opening to understand and to know that all of the things I have been procrastinating on can be done in 44 minutes. Okay, so this is the red from that palette. I'm going to take it now and use that to blend through the yellow. And I'm using the new blending brush. I want to see how this works. So I'm just going to go right here and blend that through. Let's see now, is it working? Do we like it? Okay. It's not so bad. It's not so bad, but it's not as exciting as this brush. Remember this brush? I showed you guys this brush the other day. So this one is definitely much more densely packed than this one. And so this one will do a much better blending, but this is working as well. I don't mind it. I think what this does, if you can focus on the area that you want to blend, like, it does a good job. It's not bad at all. I can live with that. Not complaining. Okay, so here's the gist. Now, my room was a mess for a while, okay? Like, my entire studio space was a mess, and I kept on procrastinating and saying, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. And I just never found later, or later just never came to me, you know? I just kept on pushing it off. And what I found And the thing with staying in an unorganized place is it affects your mood as well. It affects your energy. So like if you stay in a place, or if you live in a house or in a room where things are disorganized and things are not placed right and the place is not clean, it will actually affect your energy, and it will make you feel cluttered in your mind as well. So it's always important that we keep our spaces clean. I mean, like, this is a no-brainer. Cleanliness is next to godliness, as they say, but it is true. The cleaner you are, the more organized you feel, the better organized you feel in your mind as well. And I know this, of course, but I just kept on procrastinating cleaning my room. Now, guess what happened? So this guy that I've been seeing for a while calls me up in the morning of that day and says to me, I want to come see you right now. I'm in your hood. I'm like, what? You're here? You're coming here? He says, yeah, I just want to stop by to say hi. I'm like, okay. And then as soon as he drops the call, I swing around like, woof. And in one look at everything, I knew that I was in shit. And I said, you know what? I'm going to throw 44 minutes on the clock and I'm going to focus on cleaning this space. And I did. And I got everything done in 44 minutes. Like, I was cleaning, mopping, dusting, arranging things and putting things in order, and everything was clean and spanky clean in 44 minutes. Well, I did like an extra 10 minutes on the clock, which is what happens with procrastination when you do this. The idea is to really get you in the mood or in the energy flow of doing what it is that you've been procrastinating on, because the hardest part when it comes to procrastination and doing things that you don't feel like doing, the hardest part is the start. Once you get through the start and you're able to stay on it, on whatever that task is, for about 10 to 11 minutes, the rest of it is breezy easy. Like, you can immediately, like, your focus, your attention becomes honed on that task that you're doing. So I found myself just dashing in and out, opening doors, closing doors, and cleaning things. And 44 minutes was running on the clock. I did not even care anymore. My focus now, my attention was on cleaning it. So here's the second tip. You need an emotional sort of motivation. Okay, you need to think about why it is important. You don't just say to yourself, I want to do this. You also need to think about, why is it important for me to do it? Now, for that day cleaning my room, of course, my motivation was man. But I mean, it was great motivation, because just knowing that somebody else was coming into my space and I couldn't let them see my space the way it was, it just got me in the mood to do it. So one thing to remember is, it's not going to take you more than 44 minutes to do all the seemingly difficult tasks that you've been putting away. And you also need a sort of emotional attachment or an emotional motivation that gets you to do it. So for instance, you need to clean your space. You say to yourself, if I don't clean my space, I'll feel a mess and it will mess up my mind, and it's not a good look for when people come into my space. Or even if you don't have people coming into your space, you just know that this is not how you want to present yourself. So always remember, I'm going back in that yellow and just going to tap it on again, just to bring back the color in my lead. Like I said, I don't mind this blending brush at all. It is working. It is doing the job. Just blending the edges right there. Okay, I think I need like a dash of some dark shade. I don't know. Let's grab. So I'm going to grab this Zaran palette, and there's a really black in here. It is too black for what I want, but I'm just taking that same blending brush and I want to see how it blends in my inner V. It's too black, so I'm going to work with a very light hand. I'm just going to go right here. Okay, this blending brush is not bad at all. Okay, I love this blending brush. I mean, it's a small blending brush, so for blending like eyeshadows in very small spaces, it works fantastic. I love that. So I think I'll definitely use a brush like this for like small spaces blending, and use a bigger brush for like my crease. Oh, look at that. Not bad at all. Going back in that black. Love it. So, is there something that you have been procrastinating on? Take this idea of setting 44 minutes on the clock to focus completely on that. Turn off your phone, turn off your Wi-Fi, turn off your data, and say you're not going to answer any calls, you're not going to do anything but this one thing for 44 minutes. And 44 minutes is a great block of time to get anything done, really, because it's an incredible time for focus and concentration, and that's really what we're lacking these days of technology and social media. The idea is that if you can block some time to concentrate on that task, you will get it done to a certain extent where you feel good. So what I noticed with cleaning my space that day was, even after 44 minutes was done and my alarm rang out, I was already in the flow of cleaning. I was already in the mood to clean. I was already cleaning, and so I just kept on saying, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna finish. I wasn't necessarily stopping when 44 minutes was done. Instead, I found myself wanting to go on, wanting to finish completely what it was that I started. And at the end of that day, I promise you, my energy was better. I felt good about myself. I had done something that for weeks I had been procrastinating on, I had been pushing off. So here's a tip that will really help you. Write a procrastination list. Now, a procrastination list is a list of the things that you know you should do that you haven't done and you've been putting off. It can be as simple as making a phone call. I don't know why we procrastinate. I don't understand. It's just this thing about our brain that stops us from doing things because it's trying to protect us, and trying to protect us from like fear, or like if we signal to ourselves that this thing is going to cost us time or energy and we don't feel like doing it, we're training our brain not to do it, And so it's really about deciding that you're going to do it, and the first decision you need to make is trying to bring out those things that you've been procrastinating on. Okay, so write out a procrastination list and say, these are the things I've been procrastinating on, and this is the one that I'm going to tackle today, and set 44 minutes on the clock and just go do it. Forget about everything else. Forget about your phone, forget about contacts, forget about WhatsApp and Instagram and all this extra things. Like, log out of this video. No, when we're done with the makeup, log out of this video and just go pick one thing right now that you've been procrastinating on and just set 44 minutes on the clock and see what happens. Try it. I promise you, you'll feel so good. First, you'll feel good about the fact that you're able to focus and concentrate. Also, you'll feel good about the fact that you finally did it. And just taking that off your mind, it's a lot of load off. And you can do this with every other thing that you've been procrastinating on, and just see how that changes your life. So I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you learned something new. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to be trying 44 minutes to help your procrastination and do things that you've been pushing off. Now let's get back into doing this makeup and just finish it off. I'm really loving it already. I love it's a very simple makeup look. 3 shades, nothing serious. I think the final step will just be directly under our eyes. So directly under my brows. I'm just going to go directly under my brows with this pearly white shade from the same palette right here. Lightly tapping. We don't want it to shine so much. It has some shimmer. Okay. Just to really open that space up, And that is just nice right there. Oh, I love it. I really love it. Okay. Like I said, a smaller blending brush like this would be great for when you're blending eyeshadows in small areas. You just need to use that to sort of blend everything through, especially in the crease right here. That's nice. Let's take a precision brush and put that same pearly white in the inner corner of our eyes. Not looking bad. Love it. Okay. Not bad. Alright, I'm going to just apply my lashes off camera. We're not going to do any liner for this look. I'm going to apply my lashes off camera and I'll be right back.